Yeah, this is Mackie conscious, and I want to do this view. I'm on the road and I feel like I need to just, since we have a journey to cover, might as well just talk and drive, right? Of course, all these views are my opinions. My opinion, how I feel about certain things, may express my view. It may not be factual, but it's just my view that can make sense or make nonsense. Feel free to share, subscribe to my channel, because I always express some view that a lot of people are fond of. Today I want to give a view on crime and violence. I've seen a lot of people coming out with crime plan. Everybody have their own crime plan. Government crime plan, this crime plan, yeah? And I hear an artist the other day put out this crime plan for violence. But Jamaica, we know that crime and violence affect everybody in Jamaica, one way or the other. And one of the things right now, we're talking about murders and all these things, and it's going up every day a murder rate. But I want to start off by separating crime from violence. If you check the dictionary, I don't remember if I read it, I can't drive and read, but crime is we're saying an act against the law, punishable by whatever the government or administration decide for whatever there is where crime is concerned. There's another side where we call violence. Violence is aggression. Aggression, we are talking about murder, we are talking about rape, we are talking about stabbing and all them kind of things. So I would like, for the purpose of my discussion, to separate crime from violence and talk about crime meaning the other things other than violence. Because for several years, Jamaica has been trying to solve crime and violence over the years. Many years of trying to solve crime and violence. And technically speaking, we have two governments. This is not political. I'm not talking about anything political or any personal. I have a whole heap of police friend, soldier friend, whole heap of MP friend from both parties. So don't take nothing personal, anything. Let me just disclaim that, right? All my life, I've seen the solution to crime and violence, or crime and violence, according to what I'm saying, mean one way, only one way. Call up the police, call up the soldier, send them out in the area to find the criminals and kill them, or lock them up, arrest them, and do what it is. And all my life, I see that happen, it never work. Instead I get better, I get worse. Because right now it get worse. We have almost state of emergency, we have some zone of special operation the other day. And I guess everybody arrest until the COVID look like people free them, just do them thing again. So why I want to separate the crime and violence? Because the only way we are doing it all along, we can't do the same thing the same way and get the same and expect to get a different result. You have to do the thing a different way. Before you can solve crime and violence, you have to address the thing from the cause. What is the cause why all of these things are happening? And the reason now I'm going to show you why I'm separating violence. Every single thing we're going right now is violence. Violence, gun violence, 4 dead by that, violence, 4 dead by violence. But here's another thing that we're not paying attention to, crime. Crime is the other side where we call an overrun of a project, a governmental project. That is crime, you know. Corruption, that is crime. Robbing other people money is crime. Illegal activities other than violence is crime. But how many emphasis are we placing on all those? How many persons overrun and do some corruption and collect some governmental money and them still get by scotch-free and live alright and big and happy and rich and proud with all of that and come out in a necktie and say that you are fine? But that no crime? So how we not addressing crime as much as we are addressing violence? How do we know that a lot of the violence is not funded by the proceeds of crime? So in order to cut violence, we see if you can cut crime first now. Me born and grow in the inner city, you know. We call it Mount Salem, me born and call it so. We live at Mount Salem. We drive through there every day. Every street and lane we drive through. We drive through Norwood, Farm Heights, Rose Heights, Green Pond, Granville, Salt Spring. Every single area in a Montague where you go, nobody not there, you know. So where is the violence and why? Every single day in a Montego Bay when you hear that someone is killed. Whether downtown, 40,000 people walking up and down downtown and one man get killed. Why then don't kill 20? Because then going for the one man that them trying to kill. It's a whole heap of things. It's the same thing happening in all the areas in the Montego Bay. So you see when Zoso and all these operations go into the area, here is where the drawback with that thing is. You send the soldiers into the area because there's gun violence, but the soldiers don't know who they look for. They don't know who they're looking for. Would I say 1% of everybody that live in a particular area is responsible for the violence, you know? But when curfew and all these things happen in the area, it's 100% of the people affected by it, because you have to stop and get searched. You have to stop and declare. And the people who are considered gunmen, when them hear say you coming, them gone, you know? Or them hide them gun and walk past every day because you don't know who you're looking for. So you have to find who you don't know who you're looking for. What is so the truth is, the police and the soldier come from another parish and come into St. James to find some gunman. Only if you get a picture, oh, you go find the man and the man probably gone to another parish. So you waste your time on the state resource. When you come in the area, 6 months, 1 year you're in the area and not one gunshot fire. Where are the guns? You find them? No. Where are the gunmen? You find them? No, because you don't know who you're looking for. That means this is only a band-aid and the main cause of the thing. Every one of these areas you drive through, you see some youth sit down on the corner, sit down out this, sit down out this, sit down out this. They're not trouble you. They're not attack you, they're not hold up nobody, they're not rob nobody, they're not rape nobody. So which part, where is, what is the reason for this also? I drive through Salisbury the other day and I see some soldiers sit down on the one tent and trade them on their phone. They don't have nothing to do. Sit at the checkpoint and checking, not even the car passing through. They sit there every day, and then don't even check one vehicle pass through, everybody go through. 3 of them sit down on their phone, and one day out of courtesy, I stop and say to the man, them say, officer, with all due respect on my business, I know you're not busy, I know the area not busy, nothing to not go on. If 3 of them on your phone, I understand it prevent you from falling asleep. So what I suggest you do, 2 stay on your phone and 1 of them keep watch. So 1 at all time is watching your back. How long this is going to happen before we realize that we need to get to the fundamentals of the problem? We need to first of all start addressing crime. We need to start addressing, you can't have one set of people can do illegal activities and they live big and large. And then some other little man in the inner city, in the ghetto. You see, school is a thing where everybody now go bright. Boys in particular develop later than girls. The girls are heading and destined to get career or get career activities or whatever there is. When a lot of the boys, when they fail out in a school, they feel like they are failing because we start teaching society that the only thing can make you successful in life is education. So when the boys fail, them sit down on the corner and look an opportunity to live, exist and move, have a girl, have a nice car, have a house. And any opportunity them get, them are going to make use of it. So if a man can go get a gun on the corner or get a gun somewhere, it can make him feel important and make him feel powerful. And when him feel important and powerful, somebody who is committing a crime, who wants somebody dead, go and pay them to kill somebody dead, you know. So one of the crime person who got the money pay them and they go kill a man. A lot of the man who get killed, who kill them, don't know them, you know. According to my understanding. When I hear about some man get dead, there was a scenario in Montego Bay, a man die and the gunman have to go to the place and call the man name. And it's when the man run. Like a man and say, so watch out! And when the man turn on and run, then them see it's that man and them shoot the man and shoot the other man. So technically speaking, a lot of the youth are maybe commit violence. I don't really them like it's a work then get. Someone go find him tool to get a job that he can eat a food. Now how can we find an opportunity to prevent a whole heap of the youth sitting on the corner that seem hopeless because they never make it in a school? You see, when you bring the soldier and the police in the community, let us say the soldier in particular, they are from another community. So make me show you how violence breed violence or crime breed crime. You take the soldier who live at Kingston, you put him, soldier live at Kingston, Spanish Town, everywhere else, and you bring them to Oak Park camp and you train them. And you deploy them to St. James, to Olaf, Gardner, and Era, living in one soldier camp with 40 men. Living in one soldier camp, you left your wife at home, you left your children at home, and you're gone for maybe a whole week or two. Who father your children and you gone? Who give your children that fatherly training that them should have get with a daddy coming in? We left them with mother, and by the time you go home, you will get angry and violent because you're going to have to look for one stroll and buy your yard, then you will become criminal too. So deploying some soldier from out of one era and send them in a month for months and for weeks and every week. What is happening to their life in their community? After a while, for them children out turn criminal too, you know. Because they're fatherless, they don't have no parental guidance. So, I'm going to give my solution as to how we can contribute to the solution of crime and violence. But me just highlight these things first before we start place my thoughts on the solution. Everywhere in Montego Bay, nobody in trouble. So in truth and in fact, the crime rate is only sound horrible, which is really violence rate. So we need to distinguish that it's violence rate. Crime rate still higher than violence rate. Because you might hear that 2 people die in Montego Bay, but how much people in Mobile? Because death and we don't want nobody dead, it sounds so horrible. But we hear about how much man get too much millions and how much billions. We hear about the imbalance of a society where some people make it large, not by legal or legitimate means. We see scenario where people find it very difficult to prosper and survive no matter when they work hard and do a good job. Look at a teacher worked for several years and they never own a car. So why should I want to become a teacher? A teacher when you retire, or a nurse, you retire, and when you retire you get pension after 40 years or 65 years, and you retire you get pension. And what does your pension do for you? How does your pension? In some other country, when people retire, you make a living, you get a nice piece of food. No virgin in one country. In the United States, the man work at a place a period of time, and when the man retire. When the man retire, in retirement could have buy him a boat and he can do an investment in our next country. You know? You can't retire in Jamaica. So the whole system in Jamaica is lacking. The whole system of prosperity is lacking. Because if people get educated now, when you get educated to make in a life, you can imagine the people who not get no educated. How are they going to survive and prosper? I'm going to take a pause here a second and come back. Yes, that was a food pause. Alright, the society have a balance because the inequality in the society is one of the cause of crime and violence. The one separate people, separate too high from the next set of people. It's not only education getting to where you are, so we need to start drive that force in the other people's head. That they can get by in this world even if you are not educated. So when the youth them feel out in a school, them things say everything done with them will look up opportunity to feel important. How a man feel important? He not no money now, nothing sit on the corner while him smoke some weed, he get drunk, or he just get a gun and feel like him a general, him a the Dan, him a the big man. That's one of the thing to, you know. So the youth them in the inner city, how do they get a nice girl? You know that some girl gravitate to bad man, some girl love bad man. You never know that. Some girl just loving a boy, a bad boy. We hear of a situation in a particular area, I mean, I talk much, where you have like a dance, a keep, but a man rent gun. A boy just want God dance with him gun pan inside, he not no shot, you know. He not if you have no shot in it, he just want to know say have a iron, and a girl gravitate to that. You see, all the youth them a scam. If you say man them a idiot, then can't read, the other scam people can't read. The man then got sense. So we have too much thing where we talk about the things them and feel like say people now no sense and can't go in a certain things and they can't make a difference in a certain things. So we have to find a way to balance the economy where the people on the low end can come up on the high end. or in the mid-range end. You see, when political action go in the area, build some road, do some that, and some man get a job, that is just a money for the timing, but that is not secured income because they never get the status of the standard of academics. Because it seem like you cannot get anything. Now, me feel if we solve this thing here, there are a couple of things what we need to do and save the country some money too. Firstly, a lot of them company, the big company we call Grace and all of them big company make this, we start set up factory in a year of them, man. Make people get permanent job. Permanent job for people. Set up one factory in a Salt Spring, one in a Salem, one in a Norwood, one in a this, one in a that. Make some youth on the corner get a job with them. Every week they get paid that by the month, they have a certain amount of money and pay them well. Give them certain level of respect. All of that as well. You see this thing where police only go in a community when they look for gunman. Police live in a community with people. Police must go in. Me used to know a policeman named Mr. Wabi used to live at Clark Street, you know, the most peaceful place them time till Mr. Wabi dead. Every man respect Mr. Wabi. Mr. Wabi know you and you know him. And if anything go around so Mr. Wabi knows how you do it, him come on the field. People will love Mr. Wabi that every single thing they know they tell him. What police do, you know, police and people are not friends. Police only go in there when they look for a gunman and you beat up everybody, say beat off another woman, picnic and all them kind of stuff. And also police live in an era with nobody. Police start off party, go keep some party in some place and some dance and sit down and drink canned soup. We did have this discussion with a superintendent and I'm up here one time. Go into the area. Regular thing, you go play some domino with the youth them. Be part of a community. Be an inspiration. Make the people not feel like say everybody in your community are just dog because you name police and you talk to people anyhow. Because use this and when they go and see a video with a police and this some people are gonna lock you. A police are gonna lock you up. Police stop you for even check your papers. Good, drive a car to the dog boy. I'm not coming down there. Come on. So the separation of things when it comes to power, some of the causes of all these things that separate the people them, that some youth need certain level of importance. You have to respect the little man them on the corner too. You have to make them get certain level of importance. And I'm going to give you one of the major ways you know where this country can save some money and prevent some other man become criminal. You see, when you take all the soldiers them and take them out of their community, it's when you take the soldier them out of them community and you deploy them in our next community, I first thing that wrong. Let me show you what you have to do with the army in particular. There is a criteria to join the army, see, and the police force. Whether you are going to say 5O level, whether you are going to say 2 CXC, whether you are going to say you have to can read and write. Read and write thing and no problem because what the people you can ask somebody question them, you know, if you can read for answer question them, you know. Intelligence is more than education. If all the youth them in the inner city community want to pass no subject, you know, so they can join the army. Because what they required to do in the army no require education. Let me show you what I mean. Let us say a 3A level if you join the army. After you join the army, you now use them, you know. Maths and English and something else, argument's sake. When you join the army, that is only entry level criteria. When you become a soldier, you hold a gun in your hand and you know if you fire it. You know if you line up, you know left, right when you march. See? If 4 round I walk and one of them are bright one can do it talking, the rest never say nothing. That means you can have one whole army of people who most of them can read and then do the job same way. So first thing the government did, you know, go through the inner city where the same youth them must sit down on the corner, whether they can read or they can't read. Take them to upper camp and give them the entry level exam. Who can write? Ask him what name and write if he. What your name? John Wayne. What your age? What your date of birth? Write if he for the paper. Application. That side done. Right? Only one time who can read to write that anyway. The next thing, all the questions in the interview where you have to interview him. What your mother name? Write it down. What your father name? You have any illness? Yes. No. Write down all of them. When they come to training, ask him all the questions and tell him everything in a training. Tell him in a film language, make him understand. It's not, understanding is key. Teach all of them, give them a different mindset who can help you read. Use the psychology of the whole thing and change their mindset. Since they love gun, And them a look gun on the inside to feel important. Give them the government gun which is licensed. In this case you have their fingerprint, you know where they live. You have every database about them, including scanning them eyeball if you want, and they change their mentality. These youth automatically get a permanent job of becoming a soldier in the country. And here the other side of it now. You deploy the man them back in their own a year. The time you take for go send 40 or 500 people from Kingston from different parish for go Norwood. The same man them in a Norwood who are now trained, who have become soldiers in the uniform with the government gun. With the government gun and ammunition, them know how to fire, they know how to aim, they know how to shoot, they know what kind of discipline, and you conduct the disciplinary measures with them. Deploy them in their ear and they eat them breakfast at their yard in the morning. Then go home for lunch in the midday and then go home for them dinner. You don't need no soldier camp for them. So that expense cut out the 3 meals a day for the government demand them. The same youth them have a permanent job with the state, and here the best part of it, the man they live in a year. They know all who could be criminal. Them know all who them feel lock up, they know where they live, they know if you find them, and more so they know how the gun hide and where the gun come from and who I give them so they can go find them too. Because they don't need that no more. So we can't create criminal by taking the parents them from their yard but put them in our next area to make it look good, say a party did reduce crime. We need to take the youth them in each of the communities, train them to be a soldier, and when they become a soldier, same way you can take a Spanish one and send it down a man take a man take up a man send it back in a year and come from. Like how Mr. Wabi you say in a Clark Street. He know everybody yard, he know everybody by name, he know everybody by nature. Even half duty he can watch a man because he pass him every day. And so if you solve crime in Jamaica, when you send out soldier from Kingston come a man take a bed, them don't know who them looking for. Them only stand up out here till the gun stop fire. And when the gun stop fire, them stand up, them gone, and then the gun fire again. Because the same man them want to say a criminal walk past on every day. So, and that's what I say with yourself crime. Balance the thing with people. Punish the other people who commit crime too. Because we live by crime. Too much people at the top get away scotch-free with corruption money. And then gone and then drive all nice vehicle past the same little boy them on the road. That's what I say. So right now, the inequality where we diminish some people because they can't read, from a man can understand. Because the people who want to scam in their boy, them can't read. So I want to say they're not right. How would they must scam who can't read? Here you would call me one day and tell me about he want to tell me how well I'm supposed to be making my deposit for whatever it is. They can't even talk English, but they want to so convincing. These are you rich out of scamming and then can't read. So what you talk say? We must have greater respect for the little man that we see on the street in the community, and we don't aggravate them with they hate police. Because people hate police and not get no information. Police need to be a friend of the people. If you're not a friend of the people, nobody not tell you nothing. Nobody not give you no information, because in truth sometimes you feel like you're safer with the man in your community. This bag of talk about crime and violence all in a man to be. And so you go. It is not as loud as it seems. It is just a panic because them shoot a man or shoot a man. No, everybody now get shot. No when I wall up. No shot now get wall up. Nobody now get broke. Nobody now get raped. And so you go. So people who are close and into it understand better. Every time you hear that somebody gets shot, either of course 2 man hot head or you diss a man, so to speak, and a man get back at you. You can find a way to solve the problem where man know how to control them anger. And one of the things you see when you report to the police, it come like nobody in a dead police not coming. The police, they want to say that part there, but personally, I don't know no police friend. But truthfully, if you call police and tell them so you have somebody in a war, you have your neighbor at war, then nah come. You call police and tell them say boy you know an accident out, so them ask if anybody, they did not come. most of the things when you call police for, they not come or then come the next day or 2 days after. So, you know, expect when a man wants some solution and the people that nah come to help you with the solution, you take it in your hand. Some of that what cause the violence, you know. You bounce a man car and the man want to keep up a violence. Yeah, me just call the police and the police trash it up. You wait all day. The man dead want to go about his business. Then broke your house, police nah come. Then take next day or 2 days to come. So people have a way of not getting the thing solved by you, them solve it by themselves. You report something to police, or you call them and tell, come to the station and make a report. You have somebody have all domestic violence, man and a woman a yard a quarrel and all them kind of something, you call the police. Then nah go. Then wait until one get killed and then go there. A process crime scene and string up your tape. Whole heap of things are right tonight. And if he said the Minister of National Security should be a gunman, a retired gunman. Man who go to prison already and come back. You can't man a Minister of Crime, or must be a right hand man. You can't be a Minister of Crime and you don't know anything about that which you are administering over. You must know the gunman them, you must know them, they know them behave, know why they do what they do. Somebody like that, a man who has been to prison, has been rehabilitated to the society, a man who understand which part the gun then keep, how people put up gun, how criminal thing. You have to work with people on the ground who understand the space and the area where they are. Other than that, you send people from top till you're tired. And this thing about just kill, so it's not to just kill, because every man you kill, you lose information. So if we can prevent the killing of people by changing the mindset of the people, give them something to do that is productive, that people can see a life after all of this. And again, me say, all of this is Mackie conscious view. It is not personal. These are just my views and the way I see it based on my experience. I live in Montego Bay and I drive everywhere, every day, every time. I pass the youth on the corner. Not even $50 the man and not even bigger sometimes. Occasionally, let's say I'm gonna fix a local road and him take out the shovel and him go out on the road and look at the thing to drop in a can. Why they do that? But the youth them get an opportunity to collect some money from some other people who are necktie criminal. To deal with somebody who aggravate them. So them not do it themselves. But we end up now running after them and them, who technically speaking have become a victim of the whole crime system. So, this is the Mackie conscious view, another one of my view. I hope it makes some sense. I hope you can link and share. I hope you can make a solution to this violence thing, because we have more violence going out there. So if we can solve crime, we might be able to cut the violence. Challenge.